Hello, and welcome back to A Size Simply Reviews. Welcome back? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll put this one first. Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, today we are looking at and opening Banpresto's Treasure Cruise World Journey, Dracule Mihawk. It is painfully one of very few Mihawk figures that exists. There really just aren't a lot of Mihawk things outside of, I think there's some figure art zeros and stuff like that, but most of them are well and long out of production, so a little bit harder to get a hold of. More expensive too. Anyway, this is the US release for this particular figure. The box is still the same as the Japanese box art. They didn't really change a whole lot this time around. This is actually from Treasure Cruise World Journey. Treasure Cruise is the One Piece mobile game. It's a gacha, but you can build your own pirate crew and do all kinds of neat things like that. And you get different outfit, like there's different images and stuff. You can see it on the box here. Yeah, you get different artwork and everything, and these figures are based on artworks from the game, from Treasure Cruise. So yeah, like the figure of Luffy for Treasure Cruise is Luffy as a gunslinger. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, so this is just unfortunately one of very few Mihawk things I could find. Not just one of few Mihawk things I could find, but definitely one of the few things I was willing to pay for at the moment. But I'll be keeping an eye out for more Mihawk stuff. Yeah, anyway, let's get to opening it, I guess. Again, it's a prize figure. I think this actually was a Crane prize, would have been a Crane prize in Japan. This retails, I think, in the US for about $25. MSRP, I think, is about $25 on this one. Once again, my favorite thing about these figures is the absolute waste of cardboard. Absolute waste of cardboard for these figures. There is no reason for all of this. You could have put them in a box this big. That's it. You need to. Anyway, I'm gonna go off about that every time. Every time. Yikes. Crinkly. He comes in parts. I like figures that do this, because it means they're a lot bigger than what it seems like, which is always a plus. It can also be a really big downside to anyone who likes to collect in scale. So if you like to collect your figures and like them all to be, the same size, prize figures are a bad way to do that. Without previously checking, information on the size of the prize figure itself or the line. Crinkle. Crinkle. Get out of there. Come on. Yeah. And now Mihawk lays in pieces. I should hold up a sign. Law was here. Anyway, so we got the parts. This is actually a pretty solid hard plastic, or harder plastic. Some of the prize figures come with a lot smoother plastic or a lot softer plastic. So like in the case of something like this, this is actually a hard plastic on the sword. The tip's a little bit softer, but sometimes these will, a lot of times the swords in prize figures, because of the way they cram them in those boxes, the tips will be bent. This one looks to be similar. You can do a little bit of heat application and straighten it out if that ever happens to you and you want to. I would only recommend doing it maybe like a couple of dips in some warm water, hot water, and then just kind of taking it and reshaping it. You don't want to put anything real serious on it. That's if it bothers you or if it's a particularly bad bend. Anytime you feel like focusing, camera. Yeah. The details on this is pretty cool. It's got a metallic application on the golds. Here's his base, real plain, nothing, like very plain, nothing spectacular. But you could link them up with the other figures in the series, the other three in the in this particular series. There's three for the volume 3, which is Mihawk, Boa, and Crocodile. So you could link them up together, I think, with the stands. How do you go in here? You go in here this way. That is also a very this is also really common with prize figures. You'll be able to get one thing in, and then the other parts of the base will not fit exactly as it should. So it's plastic. It'll work. I'm just gonna apply. I'm applying pressure to do this to get him in his base. This is also something else that what some people will do. You are just really not gonna do this, are you? Cool. So I guess since we're here and we're reviewing this stinks. His this is giving me trouble. So it's not really fitting into the base. As you can see, it's actually like really off. And trying to force that one way or the other causes the other side to completely come loose. Trying to do this on camera. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, we got it. With a little bit of finagling, kind of. It's not fully in there. It really isn't. That's super, super common with prize figures, that slots don't fit. It'll happen with these too, where the way the plastic was molded or it was cut from the mold didn't do so in a manner that made it very clean. So it was clean, not clean. Oh geez. So these parts are the cloak's optional. You could just have it hang, but that actually fits really well. So the sword is supposed to go in here. Same thing. These are also always really touchy. I don't know if you can. Yeah, that's going to be really difficult. Okay. Yeah, you can maybe kind of. It kind of. It's going to take finagling. This is one of those parts to watch out for. Because you don't. This is one of those. You don't force it too much. Because this is this sword part is hard plastic. So you really don't want to. I guess it would help if I put it the right way. It's apparently supposed to go this way. Doesn't help. Anyway, same applies. Be careful. You don't want to put the wrong amount. one of the biggest things that I see people do a lot, that I highly recommend against, is wiggling things back and forth, to get them in or out of something. With these with these plastics, that's a very bad idea. They will crack. They'll either crack. In the cases of some of these parts that are the soft plastic, you'll tear the plastic, and that's not fun. Yeah, Mihawk. Yeah. So here's Mihawk. Mihawk. My light is garbage, and I apologize. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. Again, prize figure. The paint application is very, very, very plain. There's no. The most detail you get in the paint application in this is the fact that, yeah, anytime today that you feel like, yeah, there you go, focus. The most detailed part of the paint application is the fact that there's metallic paints on it for the cross, and then the hilt, and the guard. There's not, pose wise, I like the pose. It's real. I think it's pretty suitable for Mihawk. I like the coat. So this is also, again, prize figures. I don't know if you can tell, but there's you can see very clearly that very shiny part. That's the glue. It's very easy to see. Very noticeable up close. There's a couple of gaps. But again, like the other side isn't as bad. And there you can't see the glue on the other sleeve that you can on this sleeve. Again, same thing, price figure. This is going to run you 25. Probably about $25. The sculpt's good. The cloak sits very, very well. It's not a cloak, but it sits very well on the shoulders. It's well molded to the figure. It's not gonna just randomly fall off. It's gonna stay. Let's see. Yeah. I really wish there was a little bit more that that could be done for Mihawk here. But yeah, there we go. We get some zoom so you guys can see it a little bit better. Again, the eyes are very plain. They're off to the side. I'm working on the lighting thing. I'm really not, But look, I'm holding him to his side, and this coat isn't going anywhere. So, really, easy to. Whoop, Mihawk. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I think he's pretty cool. I'm gonna toss. Let me bring Sanji up here, so you can see. So, as you can see with the height difference, the biggest difference is that Sanji himself, and again, these are both prize figures. The biggest difference here being that Sanji himself, the actual figure, is smaller, made up for by the base. There's Robin. She's coming to seek approval. She's giving her valid opinion on the toys. She doesn't care. She just wants pets. So you can see here that they are not in scale with each other. They're both prize figures. The biggest difference here being that Robin says hello. You guys are getting stuck with the cat. This is Nico Robin, by the way. So in the U.S., if you're looking at Sanji on your right hand side, which which would be the Ichiban show line, or probably here in the U.S. For an Ichiban figure in the U.S., from the same line or similar any kind of Ichiban lines, if you're paying MSRP, again, MSRP is going to be about $36 for these guys, compared to this guy, to Mihawk, where your MSRP is going to be about $25. Mihawk, to me personally, more bang for your buck. It's a bigger figure. Again, they're both prize figures. Of course, the sculpt for Sanji is probably a little bit better. Robin's doing what Robin's gonna do. I think that really just depends on your personal opinion. I'm always more preferential to bang for a buck, for the most part. But yeah, this is the difference between a $25 MSRP prize figure and what would probably be in the U.S. again, a $36 MSRP prize figure. So let me know what you think. Height-wise, Mihawk. Oh no! Sanji has been felled by Nico Robin. Oh no! Poor Sanji. I'm sure he loved it. Anyway. Now that it's all out of focus, thanks. Anyway, let me know what you think. Comments, questions, suggestions. I'm still getting used to this whole thing. I'm just talking about stuff when I open it that I see. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for coming to Size Simply Reviews, and we will see you next time. Bye!